You are aware of a great deal for a logistics clerk.
It is common knowledge. I can show you
There we
the
go.
code.
Forged credentials are a simple matter for a spy.
How do you allow Klingon to walk around in a starter uniform?
You are lucky this is not a Klingon ship. We know how to deal with spies.
Remove this toy Zah from my sight.
Your knowledge of Klingon curses is impressive. But as a Romulan might say, only a Barul would use such language in public. Mr. Worf, please see to the security arrangements for our guests' stay.
Aye, sir.
You find something amusing?
Lieutenant Worf, I like him. To be more accurate, I understand him. Warrior, proud, fearless, living only for combat. Definitely the type that will get us all killed if we're not careful.
This is the food station. You can reach me through the compound. Later, we'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Computer, water,
Temperature.
don't argue.
This system is calibrated to the Celsius metric system.
I'm the temperature of the cold side of whatever your system is.
There's no unusual activity in the Nelvana system, sir.
Let's isolate and magnify that system.
Nothing on the sensors.
It's out of the lead. I cannot see. And yet, conceivably the bare cloaking technology of fleet of Romulan warbirds passing before our eyes. There must be some way to neutralize this advantage.
Captain Picard, priority 1 message from Starfleet coming in on secured channel.
My ready room. Computer delay time?
2 hours, 22-minute delay from time of transmission of Starfleet command on line 3.
Computer key access 412 Mark 80, Picard, Jean-Luc, Starfleet priority code Gamma, decoder. Begin message.
Captain, we have received an official protest from the Romulan Empire demanding the return of your defector. Obviously, we are refusing to comply. I join in your skepticism. But if it is a deception, the Romulans are certainly making a good show of it. The Federation Council has convened an emergency session. There is no doubt in my mind that this will eventually fall on your shoulders, Jean-Luc. You've got him. You must decide if he's telling the truth. For now, I suggest you proceed along the neutral zone toward a Federation position proximate to Nelvana 3.
Got Lieutenant Worf.
Yes, Captain.
Please come to my ready room.
Aye, sir. On my way.
Slow playback. Display engine logs and power data for both vessels. Now watch what happens at 095433 on the clock. The scout has sustained engine damage, forcing him to slow to 0.615 impulse power. The warship should overtake him, but it doesn't. Now, just 2.6 seconds later, the warship slows to precisely the same speed. 3 times, 3 speed fluctuations. The warship kept its distance every time. What did they want?
And yet they fired on the scout ship. They could have killed him.
Not necessarily, Doctor. The Romulans have the same capability to direct the impact of their weapons as we do.
The possibility the wound could be self-inflicted.
They're very bad burns. I hardly think.
Possibility.
Captain's log, stardate 43463.7. We're holding a position at the neutral zone border proximate to Nelvana 3. If our guest is telling the truth, there are 21 hours left before the Romulan base becomes functional.
Monitor enough that are headed in your direction. They will arrive too late to be of assistance. Warnings have gone out to all outposts along the border, as well as several independent vessels in nearby sectors. No one here wants a war, Captain. We are prepared to take them on if that is what they want. All Federation starships have been placed on yellow alert.
You wanted to see me, Captain?
Yes, Data, I want you to prepare a Class 1 probe. Set the sensors for maximum scan. I want every meter of Nelvana 3 monitored.
I'll start my calibration, sir.
Data,
Is there something else you require of me, Captain?
for clarity of thought. Your objectivity, as always. Sit down. Data, it's very possible we are about to go to war. The repercussions of what we do during the next 24 hours may be felt for years to come. I want you to keep a record of these events so that history will have the benefit of dispassionate view.
I will begin immediately, sir. Is that all?
How is the crew's spirit?
They are concerned, of course, Captain, but confident. Do you not see
What are
that,
you
sir?
doing, hey?
Data,
What are you
unlike King
doing?
Henry, it is not easy for me to disguise myself
Hey,
from the open
babies.
among my troops.
Hey.
That'll go.
Hi, gorgeous.
If these men do not die well, it will be a black matter for the
Oi.
king
Hey.
who led them to it.
Hey. Up here. Up here.
Why must we waste time playing this ridiculous?
Hey.
There's more here than you're telling us. You're forcing yourself to hold back.
I have told you
Hey.
everything relevant about Nelvana 3.
I'm not talking about the base.
The
Plop.
base is all that matters.
Your lies.
Shing 1 and Shing
We're
2.
in Nelvana 3. We will see.
We're not going anywhere until we get to the truth. You're a spy, aren't you?
No.
Then prove it. You can begin by telling me something about the location and the strength of the Romulan fleet.
I don't know it.
You're a logistics officer.
For one sector
Who
only.
is your superior officer?
Admiral Jurok.
The location of the Romulan bases along the neutral zone.
I don't know.
In your sector.
Irrelevant.
The number of troops under your admiral's command.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant.
I guess you're right. It's not worth playing this game.
Fool had been to come looking for courage in a lair of cowards.
Captain Picard, priority message from security officer Klingon vessel Fortis.
Mr. Wolf, will you handle this security station, Deck 9?
Aye, sir. Sensors are configured for planetary probes, sir. Ready for launch.
Proceed.
Probe on course. Sensors are functioning.
Coordinate your analysis with Mr. Ford. I want this report with dispatch.
I don't know, Data. My gut tells me we ought to be listening to what this guy's trying to tell us.
Your gut. It's just a feel, you know, an instinct, intuition.
But those qualities would interfere with rational judgment, would they not?
Right, sometimes they do.
Then why not rely strictly on the facts?
Because you just can't rely on the plain and simple facts.
Sometimes they lie.
They can lead to the wrong conclusions, but they cannot lie.
Yeah? What do you think? Is he a defector or not?
The facts to date would lead to the objective conclusion that he is not.
Somehow I think we're gonna catch the Romulans with their pants down on Nelvana 3, just like he says.
With their parents. A metaphor. Catching them in the act.
Because your gut tells you so.
Exactly. But you can't always go with your gut either. It's a combination, Data.
All right, I'll put it to you this way. All these feelings that get in the way of human judgment, that confuse the hell out of us, that make us second guess ourselves, we need them. We need them to help us fill in the missing pieces because we almost never have all the facts.
So a person fills in the missing pieces of the puzzle with his own personality, resulting in a conclusion based as much on instinct and intuition as on fact.
Now you're getting
But what does one do if he has no instinct or intuition?
Data. Look at this. Facts just took a left turn.
As the probe went into orbit around Nelvana 3, it began picking up low-level subspace radio emissions.
Could they be naturally occurring?
No, sir. The patterns are clearly artificial.
The signal was so faint our ship's sensors couldn't read it from this distance.
Can we decode it?
We've tried. It's probably Romulan, but we can't be sure. We've also picked up ionization disturbances.
Cloaked Romulan ships could produce that effect.
What about the planet's surface?
Reading nothing but barren rock. I don't know, they might be able to hide a base from our probe. Its capabilities aren't limited. Only way we'll know for sure is if we go down and take a look for ourselves.
That'll be all, gentlemen.
I take it you have never seen a Romulan before.
That would be an incorrect assumption.
Then why do you invade my privacy?
I was attempting to ascertain what my guts tell me about you.
You're the android. I know a host of Romulan cyberneticists that would love to be this close to you.
I do not find that concept particularly appealing.
Nor should you.
I'm
Hi,
told by
Roxy.
various crew members that this viewport is their favorite on the ship.
I thought it would bring me some comfort. These are not the stars. Even the heavens have denied me here. Synthetic swill. I don't suppose your food terminals would be capable of producing a Romulan ale.
I'm afraid that would require the molecular structure of the beverage in question. And as you are no doubt aware, our knowledge of your planet is quite limited.
The loss is yours. For I have visited over 100 different worlds, and none possess the awesome beauty of Romulus.
Am I correct in assuming you regret your decision to come here?
What I did had to be done. But never again to see the fire falls at Golgotha. And the spires of my home as they rise above the apple-elixir dawn. It's a bitter thing to be exiled from your own home.
It does appear unlikely you will ever be allowed to return to your planet.
The cold reaction of an android.
But perhaps we can bring Romulus to you.
Program complete.
Run program. After you.
The Valley of Chul. I know it well.
You're free to stay here as long as you wish.
I
Cancel program.
This is my home, my future. I have sacrificed everything. It must not be in vain.
Arrange a meeting between myself and Captain Picard.
Tell him Admiral Sherlock wants to see him.
Captain, we have confirmed that you are holding Admiral Aladar Shirok. He has been identified as the commander at the massacre of the Norcan outposts. Council strongly advises that you consider Shirok an unreliable source of information.
Bring them in.
Ensign, will you wait outside? Proceed, Admiral Jala.
Captain, there is no more time.
Admiral, have a seat.
You see, I'm just not convinced that you are telling the truth.
What must I do?
You must convince me. If I had irrefutable evidence, but you did not bring irrefutable evidence. You brought no evidence at all. And now I hear you are not the man you claim to be. Admiral, your credibility is stretched beyond belief. Romulan defector is almost a contradiction in terms. But Admiral